Meli, cooking up some breakfast, scrambling the eggs, getting the bacon and cheese, and making our own breakfast sandwiches, whilst Flow sandwiches are probably better. They're expensive, and so I can't justify spending it every day. So we're cooking breakfast today, but it is a stunning day today. Let me go show y'all what we're looking like on weather. And I think this is probably gonna be the last really good weather day we get for, the next week or so. And so we're gonna take full advantage of it and head over to Elbow today, get some lunch, probably a Hopetown Inn and Marina. Maybe do Tahiti Beach or something. And then I have to go meet with a potential client over there about a boat he wants to sell, a 38 Scout. If anyone is in the market, please let me know. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Let's whip up some breakfast here, and then we're gonna get on the boat, fill it up, and head over to Elbow. Chef Nick absolutely chefing it up over here. Woo! Oh yeah. What do you think about those sandwiches? That's what I'm saying, right?
I'm proud of you.
I'm having to teach the chef over here how to cook now, that's right. We got everything all finished up at the condo, so now we're headed over to the boat to first fill up with fuel, but then head over to Hopetown and have a good day over on Elbow. Excited?
So excited. Come with us.
Yes, I did. They're in your bag. I really like this drone shot of Treasure where you can see the beach side and the light blues and the sandy bottoms, but you can also see the canals where all the boats are, and you can see just how close those canals really are to the beach. Treasure Cay really is not a wide island whatsoever. If you look, the property you just saw on the right that had a barge and a new dock there, that's our new property, and at the time of me doing this voiceover, the property is 100% complete. The dock is in, the big 30,000 pound boat lift is in. You guys are gonna see a video of that coming soon. But if you notice us going out, you'll see it looks like there's kind of an uneven depth. Some parts are deeper, some parts are shallower. And the reason for that is a while ago, one of the individuals at the end of the canal, he paid to dredge the entire canal so that he could fit his big boats back there. And that was a while ago. And so naturally over time, parts of it has filled in, parts of it haven't. It just fills at an uneven rate. And so that's how we kind of get this uneven distribution of depth here. Well, I'm not sure we should have waited so long, and I say that because that's the fuel dock, and there was already 2 boats waiting there. And for those of y'all who have never been to the Treasure Cay fuel dock, it's not what it used to be before the storm. There's only room for about 2 smaller center consoles or 1 bigger center console. Like if I'm in here in the Bahama, I take up the entire fuel dock, and if more than 1 person is filling up, the fill rate is so ungodly slow. It looks like they're finishing up here, so I think we might get lucky. But like for instance, the Bahama, if I do a full 500 plus gallon fill up, it takes me like, I don't know, maybe 3.5, 4 hours. And so I'm putting 200 gallons in this boat today, so I'm hoping it's not over an hour, but it is what it is. It's the nature of boating over here. Yeah, it definitely looks like the boat ahead of us finished, which is so much nicer. And it's a little boat, but it's taking up the entire dock because they docked in the middle of the boat. People in the rental boats around here. I don't hate them, I love them, they bring money to the area, but there are some courtesies that should be extended. One of which is when it's a small dock, don't park right in the middle and take up the entire dock. Watching these 2 rental boats, I'm not sure what's going on. They're tied to each other and still tied to the dock, and it's an interesting situation. Oh, I think the dark blue boat broke down. That's exactly what it is. I think they're gonna, oh no, he's still got 1 motor on. I couldn't tell you. Quite the interesting show this morning. I think I spoke a little bit too soon about the rental boat situation at the dock. One of them only had 1 motor, and so the other boat was trying to help them, so not their fault at all. Once we pulled up, they actually backed up and gave us a spot, so everything is a-okay. But here at the fuel dock, and things take a while. As we were filling up, Nick Lowe brought in this beautiful 23 Albury for a client of his that he was filling up. Just a stunning Bahamian classic. Woof! So we finished our fill up. How long do you think we were there for?
An hour.
Yeah, probably there for an hour and a half, putting in 200 gallons. So the pumps are still certifiably slow, but got that all handled, whatnot. Finally on to Hopetown to get some food because I am hungry. Oof, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. Look at this. Oh, I'm pumped. Woo-hoo! It's a beautiful day today. Running around these shallows on super flat days gets me amped up. Look at this. Yeah? Where is it? Let me slow down, one sec. Let's finish my video here. It's still a nice day out here, but it's definitely getting a little bit cloudy. And it's not hot today, it's probably 75. Which I know for most people is pretty good, but again, me being from South Florida, Meli being from on the equator in South America, it's a little bit cold for us. And without the sun, it's a little bit chilly. So I'm hoping the sun comes out a little bit later and the clouds go away, but looking at the sky, I don't think so. I think the clouds are here to stay for the rest of the day, sadly, but we're still gonna have a good time and enjoy the day. Running by March Harbor and Montage Key, which as most people around here know was Matt Low Key, but it got bought by the Montage Resorts and they're making an extremely high-end resort island out of it. Here it is. And so you can see all the construction going on. There's going to be a little bit of a resort and then also some private properties and some private homes on the island. It's going to be a really nice, and the nicest thing which I like, it's just going to be open to the public. It's going to be expensive, but I can take a boat there and eat at their restaurants if I want, which is super, super nice. And it keeps the Abacos kind of a big, open, happy community where everyone gets together, everyone mingles together, with the exception of Baker's Bay, of course, but I really like that it's going to be open to the public. When coming into Hopetown, the actual Hopetown Harbor, part of Elbow, it's pretty easy. If you just find the Hopetown Lighthouse and follow that, it's going to get you pretty close to the entrance. You can see the lighthouse up there. The entrance is just off to the left of that, to the north side of that. And it's a pretty straightforward entrance. If you come at low tide, the water is pretty shallow. So if you're in a big boat, exercise caution. Maybe wait it out till there's a little bit of a higher tide, but it's pretty straightforward. You do have to worry about these islands right here. You pass them coming into the mouth of the harbor. Just something to watch, something to worry about. If you hit those, if you're sitting on autopilot and expecting it to take you straight into the harbor, you're gonna have a really bad day. But once we get just up here, I'll kind of show you where the entrance to the harbor is, because from a distance, it looks like a tiny, tiny cut in the rocks. And it is a pretty small cut, but let me get up there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, we made it here to the entrance of Hopetown Harbor. And so it's right here, and as you can see, like I said, it just looks like pretty much a tiny little cut. You know, you'd never know this was here if you didn't know what you're looking for. But, oh, get this towel off the ground. But you can see up here as we get closer, it is marked. There are channel marker buoys in the water, but it is pretty tight. So coming in here, again, if you're in a bigger boat, just exercise a little bit of caution. Any center console, you're never gonna have an issue. And if you look up on land, the camera's not gonna pick it out, but it's up there on one of the houses. There are range markers up there, which for those of y'all who don't know, it's a triangle and then an upside down triangle on two different posts, with the upside down triangle higher and further back. And basically what it is your line of entry into the harbor should be so that those two triangles are perfectly in line. If you're too far to the left, they're not going to be in line. If you're too far to the right, they're not going to be in line. You want to make it so those two triangles tips are touching each other straight up and down. And so just a little bit of knowledge for y'all, because range markers are not exactly something that you see every day. Once we get up closer, I'll give you a close shot to see if the camera, you know, we'll see that far. So these are the range markers that I was talking about. I don't know if you can see them, but those two red triangles up there next to this blue house, those are the range markers. Again, keep them in line. There's the lighthouse, which marks the entrance to Hopetown. Again, I believe this is the oldest kerosene burning lighthouse that is still functioning in the world. So has a little bit of history there. And this little gap, that's the entrance to the harbor. So like I said, it is pretty tight. You know, if you're in a big boat, maybe wait it out, you know, to mid tide or higher. You know, and all, you know, two big boats cannot fit in here side by side. So just use some caution coming in, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. And as you come in the harbor here, there is a fuel dock right there. Just a word of advice though, from my experience, that fuel dock is usually significantly more expensive than the rest of the ones around here. So just my fair warning. But look at that lighthouse. Absolutely beautiful and an icon of Hopetown. And then one last thing is, once you come in the harbor here, if you peel off to the left, that's gonna get you to like the downtown Hopetown area where they have shops and bars and restaurants. It's a really cute little area. But if you peel off here to the right where they have a channel marker marking a sandbar here, that's how you get to the Hopetown Inn and Marina, which is where we're going for lunch. And so that's where we're gonna be headed over that way. Really, really good restaurant. I've showed it to y'all in a video before, but I'm gonna show it to you again today. And something that's pretty cool too, if you see that little like party boat barge going in, it's basically a Hopetown Inn and Marina barge that'll take you from downtown Hopetown over to the bar. So pretty cool little service to have set up. So if you're staying in Hopetown, get on the rum barge, which is what it's called the rum barge, and they'll take you straight over to the Inn and Marina to grab a bite or hang out at the bar. Pretty cool little thing they do. We made it. We're docked up here. Just in a slip. Usually you can go dock up here. There's not a lot of boats here, but the ferry, I guess, is busy today, so he had me put us in a slip, which works better. I prefer it. You know, it's a little bit easier. But let's get up to the bar. Before we get up to the bar, please just take a look at this absolutely stunning 47 Freeman. You can see that the architecture for this place is very pink and very classic Bahamian, which is why so many people love this place. And not to mention, the food is absolutely amazing. On the other side of the bar than the swimming pool, they have this big sandy open area here where they have a bunch of bean bags laid out, a bunch of chairs, they have cornhole, they have, I don't know the name of the game, but it's like cornhole, but you throw these two balls on a string and try to get it wrapped around these poles. They have something for everyone, whether it be entertaining your kids or, you know, just grabbing a drink and playing the games yourself, but it really is an awesome spot. What do you want to do? Party, let's go. Here is a little walk down the main dock here, and I've mentioned this before in other videos where I'm here, but if you are looking for a nice marina to stay at Elbow, this is an awesome one. You know, both this and Sea Spray are top of the notch. Sea Spray is a little more geared towards fishing, whereas this one is a little bit more in the heart of everything with a restaurant and bar and rooms right there. You can't go wrong either way. All right, we finished up eating here. Fantastic food. We had buffalo chicken sandwiches. How was it? Too spicy?
Yes.
Oof, way too spicy for Meli. You didn't even finish it. And then she put it on my plate to make it look like I'm the one who didn't finish mine. Mean. No, I'm kidding. But Finished up. Now we're gonna run over to the Tahiti beach area. I have a future client. He's got a place over there, and so I'm running over to take a look at his boat and hopefully get it listed up here soon. And so the day continues. After that, I think we're gonna go and probably hang out at Tahiti Beach for a little bit. It's a little bit cold, but we don't have to get off the boat, so it's gonna be a good rest of the day. Made it out of Hopetown Harbor, and now we're pretty much gonna run down to where Tahiti Beach was. It's a really, really pretty cruise. It's running down the entire island of Elbow the entire way. You're always within, you know, a couple hundred feet of the shoreline. Super pretty. You pass by White Sound, Firefly, all the cool houses, all that stuff. And so I'll show you all a little bit of kind of the beauty of the ride. Ooh, look at that, a little water. I gotta say, I don't think I'd ever buy a place on Elbow, but it is a very pretty island with gorgeous water surrounding it. This restaurant right here is Firefly, one of the more popular places around these parts. Woof, we made it down to the other side of Elbow. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that is Tahiti Beach right there. And that's just a super, super, super pretty sandbar. They have actually a floating bar out there too. You can get hamburgers and drinks and the whole 9 yards. And it's definitely probably the most popular and famous sandbar hangout spot for this area. And so I think after we finish up with this boat, we're gonna go over there. I don't know how much of the boat I'm gonna show you, just because I don't have the listing signed up quite yet. Hopefully I'm gonna get it here soon, but so I want to respect the owner's privacy is what I'm trying to say here. I don't want to put him on camera, his boat on camera, without express consent that I can put it out there and market it. And so probably not going to show you the boat much, but we are going to go to Tahiti Beach. Ooh, oh my God. All right, we just finished up the little preview on the Scout. Let me tell you, that Scout is picture perfect. It's nice within a boat out of the factory. I am ecstatic to get that boat listed and sold because, for one, I don't think it's going to last long. For two, it's a gorgeous boat. And three, the owner's an awesome, awesome guy. And so I'm very excited for that one. Y'all stay tuned because there will be a listing video on this channel for that one. Probably not for another month or so, but woof, I'm excited for it. So what do we want to do now? Sandbar or home?
We can check the sandbar and then we're good to go.
Yeah, I think we're going to go hang out at Tahiti Beach for a little bit. So come hang out with us when we're over there. All right, so we made the decision that we're not going to stop here at Tahiti Beach, mostly because the water's a little bit cold for us and it's also a little overcast, and so I think we'd rather go hang out at the hot tub at the Bahama Beach Club where we get some warmth. But I'm just going to show you all Tahiti Beach real quick. This is it, this big old sandbar right here. And this pink, that pink floating bar is just a floating bar, so you can get drinks there, a little food, the likes, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. That they have that. And then behind the sandbar, there's a sandbar behind it. That's Tulu Cut. Tulu Cut is an inlet to the ocean. It's the one used by a lot of the boats fishing at a sea spray and the likes. And it's actually a pretty fun little cut to use because it's pretty twisty and windy and you feel like you're in a sports car a little bit. But because it's pretty small, it can get really, really rough up in there, which, you know, nobody really wants. And so I think we're going to continue on down a little bit because I see a couple custom boats coming in for fishing that I want to take some video of. And that's the first time Meli heard that, so she's probably not happy about doing that. But what do you think?
Fine.
Me going to take videos of those boats? Because for those of y'all who don't know, I run an Instagram account called Custom Boat Building, and it's basically an Instagram account dedicated to nothing but custom sport fishing boats, because those boats are my passion, my love. I've grown up since I was a tiny kid being obsessed with them. No, because that is now. I can tell you the construction techniques, the type of material, different woods that different builders use. You know, it's been an obsessive passion of mine since I was little, and so I consider myself a little bit of a boat spotter. So we're gonna go get some video of that and then head back to the Bahama Beach Club. is Artemis. Gorgeous, gorgeous walk around custom boat. There is just something about a custom boat. What do you think about it?
I love it. It's beautiful.
What do you think about that boat?
I love it. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous boat. Just look at this water. I don't think you can name a more beautiful place on earth. Woo. I love my life. Woo. And we are back at Treasure. This is the Windward Beach. And the houses on Windward Beach, one, they are gorgeous, but the actual beach properties themselves, they're not held in quite the regard as the main beach properties. But I personally like them just a little bit more because the beaches are a little more private. You get an amazing sunrise, and I'm an early morning person. You get the sunrise, the privacy, the view is outrageous. It's out of this world. They're good lots. They're all very, very good lots. We made it back into the Treasure Harbor, and let me tell you, that was a cold ride. What did you think?
It was.
It got really cold here today, and by really cold I mean low to mid 70s, which again is cold for us, but I don't know why.
Nice ride, though.
Oh, it was a gorgeous ride. Got a little bit rough there for a second, but even though the wind has been blowing the last couple of days, the water clarity was awesome. It was like an aquarium. These days are fun. They're a whole lot of fun when everything's perfect riding around in a boat over here. Going back to dock the boat where it goes now, normally I would go up, pretty much next to the slip I'm putting it in and just back the boat in. But you can see here I had just enough room to kind of approach it like I would a side to dock and just dock the boat that way. Makes it a whole lot easier, and you can see I'm able to squeeze the boat in. Easy as that. Woo, made it back. All right, we made it back to the condo now, and what time is it? Yes, correct. Even though it's packed, because we can see it from our balcony, it's packed, but we're gonna make it work. There's 2 hot tubs, we're gonna find one because it's too cold for the pool, too cold for the beach, and I wanna get into the water. Hot tub. Both of the hot tubs at the Bahama Beach Club were packed. There was one on the new side and one on the old side, and both had a bunch of people in it. So for the time being, Meli and I just grabbed some chairs by the pool and sat out and enjoyed the sun a little bit. From here, you can really see just how beautiful the landscaping is here at the Bahama Beach Club. Sadly, that hot tub was full of other people. So now we're gonna check the other one and see if by chance the other one is empty, which when we checked earlier it was full, so I don't think that it's going to be empty, but if so, I think we're just going to go back to the condo and shower up for the night and hang out, do a little work, maybe watch some TV. We finally found an empty hot tub, and Meli got us some Miami Vices to enjoy while we enjoy the afternoon. As you can see, we finally made it to a hot tub that wasn't packed, and we had a little bit of fun hot tub time. However, the water was like 103 degrees or 104 degrees, which is way too hot for my level of comfort. So enjoyed that a little bit, came home, just got showered, and now it's taco time. We're doing some tacos for dinner, some ground beef tacos, yeah?
Yes, yummy.
Oh yeah, and so, much looking forward to it. I personally am not a giant fan of the taco night here at the Bahama Beach Club, and so I'd much rather make my own tacos because I think I can do it much better. Dinner is ready, a little taco time. A little tortilla, cheese, rabbit food, sour cream, meat. These are the most American tacos out there, but you know what? They're easy, and we're balling on a food budget over here because we don't have much and there's no grocery store here right now. but it's gonna be a good one. I think we're gonna put the TV on, watch a little bit of Blacklist while we eat, and just have a nice night.
Okay.
All right, we just had dinner. That's the end of this video. I think we're gonna go do each other's. All right, everyone. We just finished dinner, and what are you laughing at? Oh, it was fantastic dinner, fantastic day. Thank y'all for watching. That's gonna close out this video. Subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, boats, Bahamas, etc. Like the video, comment down what you want to see. Yes, and guess what? I love you. We'll see you in the next video.